of, well, since I've taken over. I've just started.
There we are.
Oh, yeah. We're getting to level again. Right. If you want to look at the standings in a minute, and we'll do that in the break, 5-minute break.
Yeah.
If you want to run through that in the break, we can. Right then, everybody, welcome to European Formula Racing, EFR for short, round number 5. We are at Spa, Belgium, and I am joined by Liam Shikari. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
It's good. I'm actually nice having like teammates sometimes. Very rare though. Bit like me and you in X2 and X3 last season, where you're literally on your own for most of it.
I know. It'll be the same this season, I think, unless someone else decides to help out.
Depends what football's on at 4 o'clock. It literally all depends. If the big teams are on at 4 o'clock, I watch them. If it's West Ham versus Fulham, I probably will be here.
I'll have a look now for you if you want. While we're loading in, we can look at the football
This weekend
pictures.
It'll be a no, mate, because England's playing Ukraine at 5 o'clock. So
yes,
no
they are.
is a hard no.
Actually, I'd rather watch. Actually, forget that. I'd rather watch Liechtenstein v Iceland, please.
Well, Fulham and you got France and Holland tonight at 8 o'clock. Sorry. So I'll be watching that. It's on Viaplay though, so unless you've got subscription, you ain't gonna watch it. Right, pretty much everyone's here. Everyone is here. That's voted. The only real changes full-time wise is Sugar. Scalar Sugar has given up a seat, and there's a big surprise. So Waddington is now the new full-time driver at Mercedes. That's the only big surprise. We have a quality ban for Drax, so he should be retiring in the pit lane in the next 3 minutes. He knows he has. I've already tagged him. And what I have been doing, as well as saying about stuff, is the incidents from the week before. So we will do that now. Sugar, as we said earlier, is no longer a full-time driver, but he also got done for blocking a hot lap, Fiate's hot lap, and DNFing Fiate last weekend in quali. We've seen that on stream. He got a qualifying ban and 2 penalty points for that incident. Drac retired in the pit lane, so he got a qualifying ban, which is what he's got today to serve. And then we had 2 NFAs, and then Drac got a 1 penalty point for causing a collision with Flavour when he went in the back of Flavour. So he's got a penalty point for that. And Dark got a penalty point for DNFing, causing a collision that DNF'd Air Max. He got a 5-second time penalty and 3 penalty points. Without ABS. Oh well, that's gonna you'll be about 2 or 3 tenths slower for a little bit then. Right, what is Drac in anyway? Make sure he does that ban. Well, Fearless
Fearless Angel
has just crashed on the straight.
Yeah, he's died. And we've got an Aston. We've got Novadi Khalid who's spun as well.
Navadi. Drac's done his quality ban, so that's all done. Yeah, so you got Prudish, Air Max, Active, Albini, Harry. Harry's also died at Rouge. So we lost one at Rouge and one at the exit at Rally On. So we've lost 2 already. So Harry, I mean, he's went 4 races without crashing, so he's made up for it now. And Quadro's just been kicked. They got Fiate, Ali, Bullbeast, Navadi, Callum, Waddington, Quadro, CVT, Fearless, Flavour, Mantic, Alicio, Allied, Drac, and Schumacher.
I'm just watching Albini finish his thingy out lap.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Prudish. It's just about to start his hot lap, even though it says Fiate's. Actually, Fiate has started a hot lap. It's his first car, so we're on board with him.
I'll look at Prudish then. We've had 2 die up Eau Rouge so far.
It's weird though, because no one actually died at in X-Nay here, which was interesting. More people died before the race, as in people pulled out.
Yes. How was XNA this week?
Well, we had 1 DNF.
That's not bad actually.
14 cars, and that person died on the exit of turn 1, lap 1.
And we've got a slow Albini
he's gone, he's lost on the exit that corner, but re-invalidated online, I think.
Yeah.
That's
I
where
don't
I
think he's
normally gets penalties
invalidated, but
too.
he's... Got to be careful how much you turn in here. And Callan is dead. And we've got... Is that a Red Bull?
And that's another one at Ascari, yeah. Not Ascari, a Rouge. That's the Red Bull.
Who's that? Oh, that is the...
That's Callum.
That was Callan. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Kevin, are you back in yet? No, that's Quadro, by the way, if you're not too sure. Always gone a little bit deep there. Okay. Has. But yeah, so Kevin's having problems getting in the... Well, not in the lobby. He's in the lobby, but he couldn't do anything in the lobby, so hopefully he's back in there now and under control.
RT.
Yeah, 146.4, that isn't going to be good enough, no way. That's a 44.358 for Ball Beast on the mediums, so that's more like it, and that's what I'm looking at, so I know. Through this 44.4 on the softs.
Yeah.
I've told the guys that all do qualifying, because I know there's a couple of people in here that don't do qualifying normally, so...
Yeah. And Mantic 44.9.
That's again not going to be good enough. You need to be a low 44. What are you doing?
I think considering Bull Beast did a 44.3 on medium,
He will be.
I'd expect them to at least be in the 43s, give or take.
Bull Beast, you're going to Bull Beast Quadro be on their own with Waddington, and their three will be at the front if Waddington does bully. But they're the ones that will be at the front, you would expect. Quadro's on that lap. Map was invalidated, so is there, I think it's that there. But yeah, so your front three, fat pace wise. Oh, Alicia's gone. That's 4 gone at the start.
Oh, wow.
She's in a start, I don't want.
Do 2 flavour. But yeah, so do we have to put up the road there? Do we have to put up at the top of Rouge saying no parking?
Ali goes third with the 44.6.
Yeah,
I think we should put a thing there. Should have a sign just as you're about to go up the hill. The other pit exit, the longer exit.
Should we know? Oh,
Oh, an active disqualified.
why has he been disqualified? He's down there. Is he trying to let someone? I bet you he went off track and tried to let someone past, and the game's done him for it. Mate, this game.
Yeah, more than likely.
Right, so yeah, so your front three normally are them three, and Fjorn if he races, he's not here today. Budich will be around that area as well, but I think he'll be like 4th, 5th area. But then you can put like 4 or 5 cars in that area. Biney on his day will be up there, so will like Drac and Active's another one that's a dark horse, but of course he's starting at the back now, so that's going to be interesting for him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And you got to remember though, you got X1, 2 and 3 sort of area in his lobby, so...
Yeah, it's a mixed grid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, the SLR Quattro doing a purple.
Yeah,
Purple sector 2.
second in the championship last season to Bull Beast. Yeah, them two are the fastest. I think Bull Beast is a little bit faster than Quadro, and I think Quadro's maybe about... I think him and Quadro are about the same pace. I think Bull Beast is a little bit faster, but they're not a lot. I'm just on average, not saying every track, on average. I mean, last week, Bull Beast ran the show. Alright, Quadro, fastest 142, 846. That's what I'm saying. It's not a surprise at all. Quadro's going through the top of the hill, really straight. No idea what they
CBT Mask goes second with a 44.1.
Still in the 44s though. That 44 is probably going to be about 5th or 6th.
Yeah, they need to be getting into the 43s really. We'll be seeing that near at the end though.
Max 45.9. Yeah, short quali now, so the stage we're at now is pretty much Q2 now. Until the last 5 minutes, will be Q3 times.
Yes.
Same as
and
any
Allied Squire does get into the 43s.
That's a lot, that's decent from Allied. We're on board with this team at the moment. Yeah, so far, Navadi, Albini, Flavor, and Schumacher all get the post lap time. Schumacher's the only car out there group that has actually been on track. Invalidated. Active got DSQ'd. Drac crashed. So did Fearless. So did Callum. So did Harry. And so did Alicio. I think Callum, actually, I don't remember which one it was that did it. Wado with a 143.6 P2.
Decent.
Ball piece has just spun, but he's not in a wall, but he's going to have to wait, and you know what this game is like. He's going to have to be careful here. He's got away with it because he kept on moving. Got away with it. Oh,
Watcher
Matt's
running
just
out
spun.
of fuel, which is why there's a yellow flag.
There is Quadro 2 on track. So what a place to be, running out of fuel. Right, for Navadi, Albani has invalidated, Flavor's on an outlap, and Schumacher's going through sector 1 into sector 2. Actually, he's in sector 2 now, sorry.
I think Flavor's going to set a lap here.
No, he's on an out, he's just starting a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, set a lap, sorry.
46-2.
Yeah, do apologise. Whatever. Yeah. I thought it was an outlap. Because of the
MSC
thing.
on a lap as well now.
Yeah, he's going through, is that Puon or something? Is that Puon, I think so. I pretty much know names about 4 corners on this track. I'm terrible with corner names.
Turn 27.
It feels like that many corners on here.
Still not as many as Saudi.
Right.
MSC.
It's the longest circuit on the calendar, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Looking like a high 44.
Yellow flag.
44.8. Yeah, 38. Barney is on lap now, and Snabadi's in the pits, and Fiate is also on a lap, but invalidated. So Albini is the only car that's on track that hasn't set a lap time, isn't dead.
Now Albini just keeping it clean through sector 2.
Ooh,
a bit wide there.
Well, yeah.
Very wide, in fact.
Yeah,
oh,
well,
he's spun.
as soon as he went out that far, he's always going to go.
Yeah.
I guarantee. That's
But still valid.
Still valid, but he's done a nice 360 down the track.
Might as well get a lap time on the board just to build that confidence up.
Stone, we've had a full grid for the last 3 races, mate. I mean, the first 2 races we had 18 and 19 car grids. The last 3 races we've had a full grids. Well, we've actually had more than a full grid. We've actually had like 3 or 4 reserves as well that can't actually get in. But yeah. We'll have probably 3 cars close to the 42s. Well, 2 cars probably be in the 42s. 1 might be on the edge of the 42. And then you'll have about 9 cars on the 43s and into the low 44s, more than likely.
Navadi.
Through this, across the line, and a 43.782 P3. I'm starting to see it now, the time's starting to roll down. Schumacher's on the lap yet, and it's also Ali just behind him in the Haas. Yeah, but BZ, the reason why he didn't get disqualified was because he moved his car. I think what happened with Active's DSQ, he actually stopped on track.
Ali coming across the line will set a 44.1, half a second quicker, good enough for 5th.
But honestly, I think he... people, Mantic, his teammates invalidated, and that is it. No, I think they're last on end laps. Right, who's the next one that's actually going to start a lap that's the closest? I think is Navadi.
Yes. He's just coming across the final chicane now to start a lap.
Like, I find the final chicane and turn 1 probably the hardest parts of this track. I don't find the Sky that hard. I find them two corners hard because of the braking and the exit. They're so important.
Yeah, with the lower wings.
Well, there's not that. If you get the corner wrong, going at turn 1, you lose like 2-3 tenths easily, and then you lose it all the way down the straight because of the hill. And of course, if you go flat out
retired from the session.
Another one that's gone is crashed out. Yeah, set of 2.
Yeah, he's crashed.
So if Fiate's gone, that means both Astons are out of qualifying. One of the quali ban. And one one's just crashed out. But at least he's crashed out set a lap, but the problem is it was only a 46.4.
Yeah. With all these DNFs in qualifying, it's shaping up to be a very interesting race, I feel.
So the bonus lap time set on mediums was Bull Beast, and that's a 44.3. Yeah, that means he's going to be into literally like he's going to be in the 42s. He should be.
Yeah, you got to expect it.
3 to 4 tenths, 3 to 1.2, 1.4 seconds. But they last like 3 laps before the timing goes on. So tyre deck is bad. It's literally the worst circuit I've been on. The tyre deck.
And that Haas might have to be a bit careful, although he has made it to the pits before before Callie.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Caught him up.
It was about a second behind him, so no rush there. 44.2.
And a 44.
57.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, here's the one though. Bulby's gone purple second sector, 1.2 up. This is pole. He gets the final chicane right, is pole 100% guaranteed. And it's just by how much. Because he's going to gain like 3 or 4 tenths just by being on soft through that chicane. And with traction coming through it. Didn't get it perfectly
43.
right, so yeah, he didn't. He only gained about a half a tenth, so yeah, he didn't get it right. And that means he's in P2. I find
Max is going for another lap.
Yeah.
On those softs. Same softs.
Anyone else on out laps or in the pit lane? 2 minutes to go, so one needs to leave the pit lane now though to set lap times. If you're not leaving the pit lane now, you will not be out on track doing a lap. Well, that's invalidated,
Very
and
wide.
that he hit the curb too much. Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of time if you just chop. There you go. Should be a car coming up the hill now. There you go. Plenty of time. All the cars coming out are all on out laps anyway. Mantic's just about to start a lap.
There's an AlphaTauri up getting close.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's
Ferrari.
Carly.
Yeah, Ferrari's just let through. Yeah. Thing is for Bullbeast, I don't
Taking a
think he's
start.
going to have another chance to go out again. So I think that's his lap done. And Waddington's also done. So
Looks like pole position is Quattro's, unless we see something special, like a Prudish or a Squire.
I don't know. I can't see them finding over a second. And I'm surprised the Mantic would have won a 44.9.
Yeah, he should be going a lot quicker. He's a couple of tenths up though after sector 1. Little wobble.
At the moment, so far, the qualifying for, say, the likes of Schumacher, Mantic and Air Max is not great so far. Bullbeast retired, which I thought he would. He retired in pit lane. He's done from qualifying. I did think he wasn't going out again. Albani's just got another run, so this is Albani's last chance to set a lap time. At the moment, he's the only car that hasn't DNF'd or had a quality ban that hasn't set a lap time.
6 tenths up for Mantic. So it only gaining the place though. It all depends on the chicane.
Yeah, the problem is all the ones that are on that around him are all on laps apart from Navardi. Navardi and Air Max are both done. Air Max may
Pretty
jump
clean.
down a position if Albani sits allowed.
Yeah,
he only
gained the place.
Yeah, 44.3. That's a little bit more like what I expected from him. Right then, Alpine. And that is going to be Mr. Quadro. Is he up though? He is 3/100s.
Watching Albini. we can get a lap together.
So yeah, I'll go roughly on. Allies just crashed.
Yeah,
He's fast
he's
right-hander,
done.
right-hander after the hairpin, right-hander. Yeah, he's at the outside. Well, he's at the outside curve, and it's swung him right into the wall. Same. Well, already put pound on too much. Ballbeast did similar to that earlier. Quadro 1 tenth faster, 1:42.673 fast lap in qualifying, and that probably wraps it up. Prudish is invalidated, and there's two more cars coming. I don't know who it is. I think it is Flavor. Jumps to 11th. Nice lap, Flavor. 1:45.620. Ali jumps up to 5th with a 1:43.881. P5. Oops. And Schumacher jumps to 7th with a 1:44.113. That's more like it from him as well. So
oh wow!
The laps come right in at the end.
Albini on his last attempt on the lap jumps to 3rd.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's not. It's a big. Left it right at the end, but he got it done, and that is qualifying done. Bud was on pole, 42.6. Second is Ballbeast, 1:43 flat, and then Albini third, 1:43.5. Wallington with one lap did a 43.6, so he didn't do a lap right at the end of qualifying. So he could have probably found 3 or 4 tenths there at least. So Prudish 5th, 1:43.7. Ali 6th, 1:43.8. Allied 7th, 1:43.9. 8th is Schumacher, 1:44.1. 9th is CVT, 44.171. And then I'll go and get got some of it, not all of it. Got the screenshots, but yeah, so then we got Navali 10th with a 1:44.291, Mantic 11th with a 1:44.305, Flavor 12th with a 1:45.620, Air Max 13th with a 1:45.984, Fiat 14th for 1:46.435, 15th is Alicio 1:58.839, obviously that wasn't a proper lap, and then you got Harry DNF'd, Callum DNF'd, Fearless DNF'd, Dracula qualifying man, and Active got disqualified. So those Harry, Callum, Fearless, Alicio all crashed at Radion and Rouge. One they either died on Radion died after Rouge, so interesting. 5-minute break now though, so we should be going at some point. Are you happy to do the standings? I'll just
yeah, more than happy.
We're going at 28 minutes past, so 28?
20 minutes past, what?
Hey.
He's on what? 28?
Hey.
30-minute break, loving.
We're not going that.
Plenty of time to go through the standings then. So we will start with the constructors. In first place is Williams with 131 points, moving up 1 position. In second place is Ferrari with 128 points. Alpine in third with 77 points. In fourth is McLaren with 76 points. And then fifth is Haas with 64 points. In sixth is Red Bull with 54 points. Mercedes in seventh with 44 points. In eighth is AlphaTauri with 42 points, alongside Alfa Romeo in ninth, also with 42 points, and Aston Martin in 10th with 20 points.
Yeah, we've done 4 rounds, and it's already quite close, because this year we did we put the fastest guys with the slowest guys as teammates. It wasn't they didn't pick their teammates. I picked their teammates. So the grid's a bit more like where the fastest guys and the slowest guys at the start of the season. Otherwise, yeah, but so they're a bit balanced. So that's why the grids are a bit interesting.
And the standings, I'm guessing we're going all the way from 26.
Everyone's included. Reserves as well.
Yeah, so this is with reserves included. 26th, 25th, and 24th, all 0 points. Elisio, Little Chaz, and Fearless. And then Fiati in 23rd with 6 points. CVT in 22nd with 6 points. 21st is Find Waldo with 7 points. 20th is Air Max with 8 points. 19th is Callum with 10 points. In 18th is Mantic Meerkat with 14 points. And then 17th is Drac with 14 points as well. 16th is Albini with 16 points. And 15th is Active with 17 points. Allied Squire takes 14th place with 19 points. Above him is Prudish Medal in 13th with 22 points. Bjorn in 12th with 23 points. Scalar Sugar in 11th with 25 points. Remixo in 10th with 32 points alongside Ali, who also has 32 points in 9th. In 8th is MSC Schumacher, 34 points. Khalid in 7th with 34 points. 6th is Harry Bartram with 38 points. In 5th is Flavor with 44 points. And then in 4th place is Waddington with 44 points. In 3rd is WSM Dark with 69 points. And in 2nd is Quattro with 77 points. And leading the drivers' standings is BG Bullbeast with 87 points.
Yeah, Bulby's won the championship last year. He's defending champion. And Quattro was second. So that's the main two from last season. And obviously Fion's not racing, so Wallington's out there as well. But yeah, so Strats here is an interesting one because you can do soft hard or hard soft. Also, the strat can also be medium hard, medium soft. There's another strategy they could do, but again, that's very dependent on safety cars. And I think if a virtual comes out, you can do a soft hard. You can do it if a virtual comes out. So don't be surprised you see people on hards. But the strat is a medium hard strat, is the optimal strategy. And it is between 10 and 12 laps on the mediums and 16 to 18 laps on the hards. So I believe it's a 28 lap race.
Yeah. 22, I think.
Was it 22? Oh, was it 22? No, I think it's more than that.
22.
22, so did I miscount them? What was it? And I thought it was there only 10 laps on hard mediums and 12 laps on hards then? I can't remember.
Maybe, yeah.
I raced on Wednesday, and I can't remember. I thought it was 28 for some reason. You might be right, 100% might be right, because it says it's the longest. Right, let's see what tyres people go on then, because they're more likely to change some. But yeah, I know it's like 10 to 12 laps thingy, but I'm sure it's more than that, but okay.
There we are.
So it's 10 laps on one and 12 laps on the other, so the Twilight Tide deck isn't a lot of difference between the mediums and hards then. Okay. How's the tyres then? Quattro, Bullbeast, both on hards. Albini, Wallington, Prudish, Ally, and Allied all on the mediums from, what was it, 3rd to 7th. Schumacher, CVT on hards, and then Navadi and Mantic on the mediums. Harry spun, has he? It's like it, yeah. And then Amax on the mediums, Fiati's on mediums, Alicia's on the softs, which is not surprised about, but when the safety car comes out, he could be laughing. Then Harry, Callum, I think Fearless were all mediums with that thing to up, so there you go, that's what Strats are saying. And then hards for Drac and actives on the mediums. I'm surprised a lot more at the back there did not go to hards. I'm sure as well, mate, if I started last, I'd go on hards, and Callum and Harry have had an incident. We'll both start with
each other.
Oh yeah. Callum was behind Harry, so I don't know whether something happened in front of Harry or something like that.
Not sure.
But good start.
They'll be on cold tyres. The best kind.
They're wondering why we didn't have the 30-minute break, and I'm there going, could you imagine trying to hold this lobby for 30 minutes without it crashing?
I'd love a 30-minute break, that'd be funny.
Well, it's not as bad as one of the ones I was watching the other week that Waddo raced in. They do quali on the Saturday and race on the Sunday.
Oh wow.
So, well, actually they do quali on, they do quali on the Friday and do the race on the Sunday or something.
Deary me.
So the hard runners at the front pretty much just need the first lap to go quietly for them and they'll be alright.
Active needs to catch up. I mean, he doesn't, but...
No, The
Bit
tyre
behind.
temps don't change, so once they get on the grid there, the tyre temps lock. At least you'll want a safety car first 3 laps. And I'll probably want a safety car third lap. Oh, what on what? The line's there. Like the white thing, you got to park behind it. Turn 1, is it going to go smoothly?
Hope so. I'll be watching the back. Probably watch Ellie.
So
on the
Subset
soft.
and Waldo were the only ones that didn't go to the grid properly. Everyone else did. Bam. 4 lights, 5 lights, round number 5, Spa, Belgium for EFR is underway. Poor start from Quadro, I believe, and that is put him under serious pressure from Albani and Waddington.
And Alizio having a flyer, gaining a place.
And there is Albani past Quadro, so Quadro dropped down 2 places.
Alizio DP.
Always leads it now. 2nd is Albani, 3rd is Quadro, 4 is Waddington. Poor start from Quadro, and he pays the price for being on those hards and having a poor start. Prudish on the outside there as well. Something's happened at the back, and there's been a crash, and Navadi is out. Safety car deployed, virtual safety car deployed.
Yeah, BSC.
That looks like one of those for Ascari that you normally have when someone's just dropped it. Did he just drop it?
Ascari?
Oh, I keep saying, why have I just said that about 5 times tonight? Didn't you know that Belgium has Monza on it, yeah?
Right. It's going to be a long 22 laps. We're underway again.
Yeah, back underway. And while we have that going on, we'll do this quickly, go and have a look at positions. And there you go, we said about Quadro start, and he dropped down 2 places. Bulby's at 1, Albani at 1. Quadro's down 2, but he is on hards, Albani's on the mediums, so there's going to be a little bit difference there.
And Allied Squire.
It's just binned it. We were on board with
Oh,
and
he's beaten it.
he just hit a dead car. Well,
Allied wasn't dead, he just had a broken wing, but and that is
oh, it wasn't. Well,
overtaken there. They're both dead. Fiati taking the perfect line. To be fair, there was a car there. I can't really say out.
Yeah, we was watching it then. I mean, literally, Ally dropped it, and CBT literally had nowhere to go. So I mean, like, what can you do about that?
Yeah. There's not much.
And Ally just put in, well, it's 2-0 wings. Well, I definitely flew. Thank you, CBT.
Should have been in the Red Bull.
They only said, is 2-0 wings, awful decision. Well, that's the problem, though. You run higher wings, you get done in the straights. But you run lower, you're in trouble down the straight. If you run higher wings down the straight, you're in trouble against the lower wings. And if you're active, what's happened to active?
Oh, Drake's
just
gone.
gone. Yeah, I was trying to.
Sorry.
Yeah, Drac. Yeah, he's no damage though. It looks like he's back underway.
And active has a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, first time penalty on here.
Mantic is all over the back of Air Max and MSC. And in fact, looking for a move here. A bit weird. And he's been tapped. Probably not the best place to try and overtake. Got to get off the racing line, which he does. He's out driving backwards on the track.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of the way, isn't he? But let's see if we can clip that, and let's have a look.
And that is...
Because I was on board with Mantic when that happened. Yeah, Alicio's just gone, but probably Alicio's gone. Oh, Albani and Quadro. Quadro trying to make a move on Albani, but doesn't get it done. Waddington's just right behind us now. Let's have a look. Ali fast lap so far, but that'll be changed soon. Let me have a look and see what Mantic did then. No, mate, Mantic's still got the right to go for that move in that corner. Yeah, it's way alongside, yeah, that's 100%. More than likely, you would say a penalty is going to be coming into Air Max. Are looking good, they're both X2 drivers. Or X1 now,
Harry
sorry.
has DRS. On Arctic, active, sorry, he moves quite late, but they don't touch. Only go around the outside.
Harry's got him. Harry's got him.
Yeah, done it.
And it was a late move at the end of that, because a little bit late defending it, but got through okay. I think once he realised he was late, I think he did move straight back over. Right, so Mantic's on the back of this now. And what's going on up here? We still have a big train? Yep.
Yeah, we've got, it's now a 5-car, maybe 6-car train. The lead for the race.
So I was just trying to see if Air Max
They've got Elisio.
left him enough room, but no, he didn't. And Callum's gone!
And there's contact between Air Max and Elisio.
And Flavor as well. I think Flavor's got involved now as well. He's got a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Flavor.
Wow.
We completely didn't catch that. But there's a full safety car deployed, and let's see, we'll be able to see now is if what actually happened there and what was what here. So collision. So Flavor had a collision with Active, and then Active got a 5-second time penalty, and Callum DNF. But until he hit, so.
And while that was going on, Mantic was going for an overtake on Elisio.
Oh.
Wheels touched, and they both spun. Elisio was actually really unlucky not to DNF because his car went straight into the barrier. But quite a force. Quite some force. Fastest lap is Ali with a 48.0. The only person with a time penalty was, or is, sorry, Active.
Right then, in the pits, Air Max, Fearless gone to softs, Harry's gone to hards, and Flavor's gone to mediums, Active's gone to hards, and Mantic's gone to mediums, and Alicia's gone to mediums. It is probably close to being hard to the end now, quite close to being able to do it. But this safety car does not help these hard runners. Bull Beast Quadro, this safety car does not help them one little bit. Yeah, so literally, CVT looked behind because someone was going for a move on him, so he looked behind just after Allied crashed, and of course come back to look forward and Allied right in front of him.
Yeah,
he looked behind for a split second, and that's what happened. That's why I like the rear wing mirror for, because you don't need to look behind. As long as you don't get distracted by it. Obviously some people do with the rear wing mirror, but so seeing as everyone has pretty much boxed now who's going to box, I mean there's position changes for now, but obviously there's people who haven't boxed from pretty much 8 onwards. From 1st to 8th haven't boxed, everyone else has pretty much boxed. I think everyone else has actually boxed.
Drac is on 3-lap-old hards.
Actually, no, Drac's the only one that has them, but then he did spin, didn't he? So that'd be why he's down there.
He'll probably try and go to the end, I reckon, then. Although
Drac can't. He's got a box.
Yeah,
he can't go to the end, can he?
On a different track, maybe 18 laps on hards would be doable, but not this one.
Well, this full safety car makes it where he can go soft at the end now, though.
Yes, it does.
So,
which means he'll be quicker than the people around him.
You know, as long as he can stay with them being on the hards until that length of time. Active and Alicia, you cannot overtake to be under safety car, so Alicia, be careful.
Oh, and who's that's DNF'd? 2 cars, actually.
Schumacher and Ali, they're not even together, are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's been a
there's a big crash.
incident.
Yeah, Drax's been involved in that. Schumacher and Ali on the straight. Ali was the car in front of all that.
So I think one car DNF'd, then I think someone, one of them went into him.
Did anyone else get a penalty in that for like being hit?
No, no one got a penalty.
Oh, so he's got Drax in track limits, and then Ali, Schumacher, and Drax DNF. What the hell just happened?
Like I say, I think one car spun and then the others either didn't react in time or didn't have enough time to react. Down to 13 drivers there now.
Well, that was interesting.
And we're only 5 laps in. And the safety car coming in this lap. Watching Meerkat at the back to see what happens. Mantic, you can't overtake. He knows that though. And what has happened there? Air Max has decided to spin on the safety car restart.
Yeah, looks like that as well.
And that's Harry spinning on... Oh!
Rouge again, another one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hit someone then.
Yeah, should be fine to go around
Gonna
the
hit
way
Flavor.
again now.
He's back underway. And active spins. This battle now. Front main one. Beast, Albini, Quattro, Waddington, and Prudish. Elisio's spun as well now.
Take Quattro and Albini. And he moves up to P2.
Just having a little look there. Never was going for the move, but just had a little goosey gander. A bit further back, Elisio and Active. Only half a second between them. And in fact, Elisio goes very, very wide there. Has to be careful on the... Yeah, safe enough. Moves out of place to Active. But looking like he's going to go for the move here. Active cuts him off.
So, right. Ali dropped it.
Oh, right.
And Schumacher and Drax had absolutely no time to react.
Carry
So
on.
what's the betting? They hit the grass on that straight weaving.
Yeah. Probably quite high. Probably a high chance there that that's what happened.
Yeah. so it doesn't look like it's anyone's fault exactly. But again, it's one of those like avoidable ones as well, though, when it's like that. Ooh, this is Fearless on the back of Fiate. Fiate going a little bit wide there, and that's Fearless at the back out a little bit. Bringing in Flavour as well behind, and Mantic. So basically, Navadi dropped on his own upper route. Right, on his own.
Yeah.
Allied spun, CVT hits him. Oh, and there's a Ferrari that's just spun, which is Alicio. He's in the wall with front wing damage. Watch out, there's a McLaren coming, there you go. Okay, fine. And then Callum had something happen with him, Active and Flavour. I don't know if anything happened. I don't know if it was just Callum dropped on his own or what. I don't know if, what might have happened was Callum dropped on his own and Flavour braked and Active was behind him. And that's when Active got that 5-second time penalty too. Was if Flavour behind it to miss it or whatever. But the way of looking at the time that when they crashed, that's what it looked like from where they were in a spacing. And then I think it was Ali, because I think Ali was the one in front of Drac and Schumacher on the standings, I'm pretty sure. So it probably would have been Ali that dropped it. Yeah, because Ali would have died at first as well, so yeah.
And Fearless having a little look on Fiati. Can't do it. Ooh, nearly went into the back of him, but broke just in time. And that's Harry.
Harry's now
Harry's
gone
in
on
the
his own.
second.
Yeah, and that is another DNF. Jesus, another full
That's
safety
a full
car.
safety car.
Jesus.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Well, it's eventful, but I mean, half of it is pretty much just people crashing into other people.
Yeah.
And that's after people have crashed.
Crashing after crashing.
Everybody boxes. And now it is mediums to the end. Safety car's going to be out for at least 2 laps.
Yeah. Perfect time to box now. Go to the end on hards.
I'll say, considering last season, right, with Harry, he had a low season. That's how bad his season was. I think he only finished 2 races all season.
Oh wow.
And this season, he's finished 4 races, and all 4 races in the top 5. So
Oh,
it was,
wow.
the
So, yeah, he's having a
DNF
good
was
one.
going to come eventually because of the way his luck was going. But
Now everyone DNFs at some point.
right, everyone's boxed. Well, Flavour hasn't boxed. Oh, I think
Yeah,
made a mistake
active
there.
as
And that's
well,
another safety
quite a
car. I
lot
suppose
of
he might be alright, but Active hasn't boxed, but he had already boxed. But Flavour's on the mediums where they aren't going to go another 13 laps. So pretty much now, Flavour's the only car that has to box again. 100% has to box again. Active might have to, but there's no 100% about it. He might have to. There's no guarantee he will though. and the rest of them are not. They're all going to the end, so Flavor's going to have to give away about a 22-second gap for a pit stop. But Bulby, Squadro on the mediums, 1 and 2, Ale, Albini and Wallington on the hards in 3 and 4. So really it's Bulby's and Quadro's fight now, it should be for the race win. And Waddo's going to have to try and get past Albini if he can, and try and close that gap. But the time penalties are there for Albini, so Albini has a 3-second. Flavor's 5th, but has to box again, so there's a little bit of a buffer between the top 4 and basically 6th, which is prudish. Let's go into the end. Active is in 7. 8 is Shiate, 9 is Mantic, 10 is Fearless, 11 is Air Max, and 12 is Alicia. Pretty much everyone's on hards, apart from obviously P1 and 2, which are brand new mediums. They will be struggling to get to the end, those mediums, but the safety car's out and it's going to be in this lap, so they'll be able, the first 2 laps on them will be safety car laps.
Should be coming in this lap though. I think you already said that though.
Yeah, definitely. It will be in this lap as soon as the loose cat's up. So who's gained the most? It should be Flavor right now, but he has, like I said, he's got a box again. Oh, Active's got the biggest because he DSQ'd in the qualifying. DSQ'd in qualifying, he just waited for pretty much 7 cars of DNF and he's gained 13 places. There you go. Right, so Bulbis leads it. Quadro's down 1 because of the poor start he had. Albini and Waddo stay in 3 and 4. They're the only cars that stay in the same positions. It's literally them 2. And they're basically on exactly the same strategy and done exactly the same thing. It's just Albini's got that penalty. Flavor's up 7 but has to box again. Prudish is down 1 as well in 6, but he'll gain 1-1. Flavor boxes to do the pit stop. Unless Flavor can go 18 laps on mediums. Oh, someone's binned it. Under safety car.
Oh, really?
That's the third. Well, it's the second person to do it, and it's the fourth person pretty much that's not thingy it. So Cass is back up now. He should be going still, but yeah. So now that has pushed up a few other people. Now Mantic is now 8, Active 7, 8 is Mantic, Fearless 9, 10 is Air Max, Lucius 11, 12 is Piate. Just waiting for him to catch up. He should be catching up pretty soon. Yeah. Safety car still should be coming in. So you may see a late thingy there. Oh,
yeah,
not
there
late.
we are.
It's not even late. No, he's caught up by the time I get the first second. So if Flavor can go 18 laps on mediums, I'll say fair play. But I just don't know if he can. I mean, I couldn't. I went 12 laps and then literally got about pop. So I mean, there is 3 laps on the, or 2 laps on the safety car. I mean, he did one on the virtual as well, so maybe.
Let's see.
Well, this is the second restart for Bulbis to do then. And I think he's already gone.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, Quadro got a little bit of a, well, he didn't lose a lot to him. He's lost enough though to make it easier enough for Bulbis to pull away. Same as Albini's dropped off a bit of Quadro, but Waddo's still there right on the back of Albini, about 5 tenths. I mean, Prudish was the one that got the best one. Prudish, Fearless and Mantic were the ones. And then Prudish on Flavor. Up to P5, Active has actually had the worst. He's actually 1.2 off a Flavor already. Alicio, 3-second time penalty. That's easy. That's at the bottom of the hill. It's going up to Rouge. I do that all the time. Alicio's got past Air Max. Yep. And that's going to try and fight back in the braking zone on the hard against mediums. Alicio's going to have more grip, and Alicia holds on to it. This is the other fight on track, and this is the one for P7, Active, Mantic, Fearless.
Yeah, that's who I'm watching. Mantic at the minute. Active on the chicane on the restart went a little bit wide.
This is all stemming from Active's poor safety car restart. There's 1.2 behind the car in front. That's what the rest of them behind him on him. Just got the Flavor now as well. So this now fight is for 6th position.
He's doing just enough to keep Mantic behind him.
The DRS won't be enabled yet though.
Mantic's... I say that, but they really? Yeah, they may be getting in the chicane, but
Waddington's got past Albini. On the
nice.
chicane.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh,
And in fact, he goes a little bit wide. He breaks late, but he makes it, and he gets a little tap from Active. With a little thank you.
yeah,
So, through goes Mantic.
Manta moves up to P7. Right, so Quadro's now pulled about a tenth on than Ball Beast. Waddington, though, is 2 seconds back. The problem is for him, is like, oh, that'll be a warning there for Active. For Waddington, it needs to have to wait for like the last probably 4 or 5 laps until those hards really come into the zone against those mediums. Albini's trying to get back on Waldo, but he's not be able to. No, sweet out behind now. Waddington needs to try and get about a second clear before the DRS is enabled. We'll see now how low wings Albini's got, and you can already tell he's got a lot lower wings than what Waddo's got, because he's lost like 3/10 in that sector. So now you tell people that have got super low wings to super high wings is when they get to second sector. If they've got low wings, they'll lose a lot of time in the second sector compared to somebody with higher wings, but they get it all back in the first sector. The problem around here, do you build your setup for low wings around here just for the straight and have to sacrifice nearly a second down the home straight, down that DRS straight, Mantic up to P6, go down 7.
It's a tough call to make, that.
Yeah.
Really tough.
Problem is the lower wings
It's
as well.
easier to overtake on
but you'll have
the straight than it is.
be unstable though.
Yeah.
That's the issue with it.
It's the only thing. I had a chance of
what's going on
crashing.
here?
Oh, what?
Quadro has just gone right on the back of Ball Beast and nearly overtook him. Ball Beast holds on to it though. Quadro stays in second.
And Albini all over the back of Waddington.
Should be over headache here from Albini.
Side by side. Waddington keeps
good,
it.
That's great driving by both of them.
That is, yeah.
Nice to see
Very
them
good racing.
people actually going through that DRS straight and then go for the actual next 3 corners without any contact. How many times we see literally someone turn in on someone.
Oh, fearless.
On the exit of that corner is, well, 9 out of 10 times we see it. So it's nice actually seeing all fearless as well. They can avoid that. They was on the curb there, causing a little bit of time.
And that's a 3-second time penalty for fearless.
I mean, that's a bit. That's a bit. Yeah, that's a bit nasty.
It's a little bit tight.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, right? That corner, like legit. If you run it off wider, you don't get a penalty. If he didn't come straight back on, he wouldn't have got a penalty. That's how broken that is.
One of those corners in the game.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Fearless having a look on
Going
flag.
for a move here though.
Oh, crash behind.
Yellow flag, that's
Piate's gone.
Piatti.
Same place. Ally crashed to in lap. What was it, lap 2 or lap 1?
And in fact, Flavor's going to lose a couple of places here. There's Elisio on the inside of the chicane. Gets the position. Flavor moves down to 10th.
Yeah, the problem is, Flavor's on 9 lap hold mediums. Oh, bye! Max has gone, spun on the final corner.
Dear.
Too much power.
Still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. No damage, but just a little bit of time. Here comes Albini this time to make another move on the straight. And this time he's a lot closer, and it looks like he's going to get it this time. Got 47, Waldo's got 30, so Albini actually has more ERS as well. So now Albini moves back up to 3rd. That time penalty though is what's going to hurt Albini. He needs to build that 3-second gap. Also, Alessio's got past Fearless up to P8, 7. No, 8, sorry. Alessio's 8. Fearless is 9.
And a yellow flag.
Active.
Active.
Spun. How did he spin there? I've seen people spin before that and after that corner, but not in the middle of that corner.
Maybe too much power or too much curve, perhaps.
Maybe he must have hit a lot of that inside curb on the left to do that. or ran it wide and got caught on the outside. I'm trying to watch this fight as well as this one. That's the other fight on track. So we've got 2 fights on. Well, technically we've got 3. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 7 and 8.
Waddington very close to Albini.
Yeah, but there's no point overtaking here. There's no point overtaking here because there's that big straight.
Yeah.
You're sacrificing that big straight after it. Quadro 46, 609, fast lap. Yeah, there's no point overtaking anywhere there or here because of that straight.
Yeah, you want to do it after a Rouge. Ready on. Whichever one the straights hold.
Radion, isn't it? Rouge is up this bit here, and Rouge is up this bit. Rouge and then Radion's up to the hill. Rouge is the the left.
Very close.
There we go. It's got him. Yeah, Modder's got him flip back.
Going for it.
What we call the overtaking straight, because there's 90% of the overtakes will happen on this straight. Well, they haven't today.
No, there's been a few decent overtakes.
Yeah, and some just
corners.
Active 3-second time penalty. There's a few time penalties at the back of the field now, but aren't going to make a lot of difference though, because they're literally all together. So if you've got a 3 second and everyone's around you's got 3 seconds, don't mean nothing. I mean a lot though if it's a late safety car for flavour as well though. You can not get any time penalties. Well, Albini's dropped off a bit there actually now, it's half a second back. The flavour's still there. Because really this is the only fight now that's within half a second, everyone else is 8-9 tenths now. Top 15 score points here as well, so and 11 cars are left, so everyone's scoring points. Top 15 score championship points, and top 15 is the fast lap. There's no fast lap outside here. Very much instead of having a fast lap outside, we have it where the top 15 score points. All East 146.267.
Yeah, Albini not caught up, but she's lost a bit of time.
Quadro on the back of Ball Beast, it's half a second. Let's see if he can actually pull that back. I will try and get back to the other one as well. By the time we get back down to the straight. And now Albini, is he going to be close enough this time? Yep.
I think he might be, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be in the corner though, but it's going to be... Yeah, Wallington not bother fighting it too hard. And now Albini moves back up to third.
The odd switcheroo.
Technically though, I mean, if they keep doing this, they could maybe drag each other through, but the problem is I think Albini actually holds up Waddington through this part of the track. Watch it through it now, and if Waddington stays on the back of him the whole way through it, then he is losing time, yeah. But so far, they've been battling for 16 laps in this race, these two cars.
In fact, actually. Elisio and Fearless, the gap only 3 tenths as well.
That's back to 3 tenths again.
And Elisio with another 3 seconds. Fearless looking on the inside. Oh, sorry, the outside.
Be on the inside for this corner though, and he should go. Oh, yeah. Elisio just dropped on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elisio just tried hanging out on the dirty part of the track and he's dropped it. Elisio is in the gravel with no front wing and he's back on track but has damage. Softs to the end now though for him. I'll get to the end now. Well, as long as they're brand new, that is.
Yeah. So the gap at the front is now 1.3 seconds as well.
Yeah, it
was. Just starting to
put the throttle down, put the hammer down. He was 5 tenths, went to 8 tenths. Now it's 1.3. So DRS has now gone. Flavor's in the pit lane now as well. So is he going to go to soft? So if he's got a brand new set of softs, he can get to the end. If it's not brand new, then probably not. And Wallington's not close enough this time. Right, what is Flavor going to? Let's have a look. So going on to softs.
No,
it looks like it. Yeah. So Flavor's going to softs. So is Elisio, both going to soft compound tyre. They'll be rapid for 3 laps, and then they'll go completely. So it's just down to...
But they will get to the end.
Yeah.
It's all about how much time you can gain in those 3 laps.
I don't think they're going to be close enough to do anything anyway now. Unless anything happens in front of them, I think that's where they're going to stay, and that's where they're going to finish. Air Max does have penalties, and may get a penalty at the end of the race as well, so even if he does get a 5-second penalty afterwards from the stewards, it'll be 10 seconds, and Flavour is 14 seconds behind him. So, but I think what we've seen earlier with Mantic is looking like that will probably be a penalty if Mantic reports it, which I expect he will. Right, Wallington's close enough this time on Albini, so if he stays within 2/10 of having him on the straight again.
You see the traction Albini has on the straight. But the gap is about 3/10. Give or take.
Close enough.
Should have him here.
Oh, who's got more ERS? But the thing is, Albini has enough ERS. He's saving his ERS here as well. He's not actually using it. He's got 50% ERS. Wallington's got 20. Oh.
And in fact,
He's held on to it.
yeah.
I don't think he did anything wrong there. Didn't look like it. I think we'll just back out of
Alright.
that. Prudish, Air Max both time penalties. So how many penalties has Prudish got now? Just the 3, yes, it's just the 3, so it doesn't make any difference right now. So far, the only time penalty that's going to make a difference is the one with Albini and Waddington. Everyone else is going to stay the same. I mean, when that safety car come out and I seen Bulbies and Quadro on the mediums and well off on the hards, I had a funny feeling that they would pull away enough to make that gap, which they have. They're 9.6 seconds clear, and this is where the tyres are going to start to go for them. But they've already got that gap, is whether their tyres will get to the end, and they should. Well, let's see if Wallington can get it this time. The problem is, like I said, Albini's got 67%, Wallington's got 32%.
Albini has to do is push for a lap or 2.
The 3-second penalty he's got though. Let's do something that we can't do in real life when we're watching and racing. We can't look backwards going off a Rouge and Radion, but we can here. Someone's crashed. Alicio, that right-hander again in the 3rd sector. Here comes Wallington. Is he far enough, close enough this time? He is, and he's got it this time. So Wallington moves back up to 3rd. Albini down to 4. Probably the 5th or 6th overtake these two have done.
Something like that. They've been back and forth, trading positions. And in fact, Air Max is only a bit further back. Sorry, Air Max is under a second, so he's got DRS on active.
Yeah, the problem is for Air Max is those time penalties he's got are massive. Oh, active just made a mistake. Yeah. Oh, he's just dropped it.
Big mistake.
I know it is. Is he in the wall? Has he got damage? Doesn't look like it. He saved it from the wall. Yeah. Back on the way.
Be careful of Flavour it.
Oh, that's the point. Yeah. It's alright.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Right.
On the way.
Also, you can see how much time Waddington's gaining in that sector.
Yeah.
Where Albini's a bit slower.
Yeah, and then now you see the difference between Albini's wings to Waddington's wings, and look at that, 3/10 is gone already because of the wing difference. But so if you look at the people on wheels of pad here as well, always Quadro wheels, Waddington's a pad, Albini's a wheel, so is Prudish, so is Mantic. Actually, Mantic is pad. Actually. No, Mantic is a wheel, isn't he?
I think Mantic's wheel, yeah.
Yeah. Fearless is wheel, so is Air Max, so is active, so is Flavour. I'm not too sure about Alicio, so I think Wallington might actually be the only pad user here. And this yeah. Next week's a pad track, so that'll be interesting. There's Austria.
Lovely. Beautiful track.
And Albani doesn't go for the move. He could have gone for the move here, but he backed out of it and stayed behind. But it's looking like this could be for the rest of the race. The fight, and no other fights on track. I mean, Flavour on the back of Active. Actually, sorry, I do apologise. That's also a fight. 3-second time penalty for Alessio. That's another penalty for him. It's going to make any
Flavour
difference.
broke early there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But didn't really make much difference.
No, he's got Active.
Heavy braking on.
And Active's in the wall, so it makes no difference. And Active is out of the race, but he will be classified as finished because he's done 90% of the race. There's only 2 laps to go, so he should still be classified as finished. So Flavour gets an overtake.
Any means necessary.
Yeah.
If
you just have to watch them crash in front of you, then it is what it is. It's going to be me on Sunday, mate, just watching people die in front of me.
Probably might be the best way after seeing how this race is going.
What I did next and I just plodded along. I knew exactly where my pace was compared to everybody else, and then I just watched everybody just drive off, and that's it. Didn't bother fighting anyone that I knew that would be faster than me anyway, so. No,
I need them.
This track's about survival more than anything, I think.
Yeah, just getting through. It's only 22. I know it's a long track, but it's only 22 laps.
It's 22 too many.
A 1 lap race, please. Should just be a drag race up this straight.
Here comes Albani.
As
He goes for this time.
Albani and Wellington do have a drag race along here. And he's got it. With 2 laps to go, he's got it. Will he keep it? With the time penalties, though, it's going to be tricky for him now to keep that position.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out if normally when there are only 2 laps to go and someone crashes, I think they normally do get classified still as finished. Also, Quadro and Bullbeast with a lap to go is now going to the last fight of the race. We'll catch them on the DRS straight for this one and Wellington and Albani's fight, and then we'll go and stay on board with Bullbeast for the rest of the lap. Because it looks like Bullbeast is, if he can keep hold of it for this straight, he will win this race.
You would think.
Oh well, it's going to take a mistake by Bullbeast not to win this race now if he doesn't get it done straight, and I don't think Quadro's going to be close enough. Not that, yeah, 7/10 is a bit too far back. Yeah, Bullbeast runs the lower wings, so this isn't going to be an overtake. There's two, they're running.
It's coming down.
Yeah, and, they both run super low wings, so yeah, that's not close enough. Wellington on the back, Alicio's just spun, and he's spun right in front of the lead cars. Wellington.
Oh, he has as well. Bullbeast having to go onto the grass there to avoid it, and that has let Quattro through here. Quattro taking the lead on the final lap of the race. Oh my.
I think Quadro might let Bullbeast back through, maybe, I don't know whether he will or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably if it was me, I probably would, because obviously that was... Well, technically, I mean, yeah, it's not his fault that Alicio's done it, but...
Would you say that was an unsafe rejoin?
I didn't see it, but if he's made Bullbeast go wide off track to miss him, then 100% is more likely he must have been.
Yeah. And then coming up to the final chicane, then Bullbeast. Yeah, he's letting
well done,
Quadro.
Quadro.
Yeah,
that's what I would have done.
Very good.
I think that's the only fair thing to do
good.
because of what Alicio did. Alicio should still be punished for it, but that's fair play, boys. Well done.
Well done. Good race in that.
A lot of respect there for
Waddle all
Quadro.
over the back of Albini. Probably won't get past now. So Albini gets third. Oh, well, time penalty. Waddle gets third. Albini gets fourth. Prudish in fifth. Meerkat just crossing the line now.
Right, so
Yeah,
Bulbies
Meerkat's
wins it.
sixth.
Quadro second, third is Wallington, 4 is Albini, 5 is Prudish, and I think Alicio just realised because of what he's put in the chat, so I think he's went,
Yep.
yeah. 6 is Niantic,
he's realised.
7th is Fearless, 8 is Air Max, 9th is Flavour, 10 is Alicio. But yeah, so like I mean, because of what
Active will finish
Quadro
11th
did,
as well.
that doesn't affect the thing too much, whereas it would have done massively if it wasn't, if you can do the face back.
Yeah. There we are. Active should be 11th, shouldn't he?
Should be, we'll get the classified results in a second. I don't think so. It's not my drive of the day. Right then. Classified results. Does Active finish? Yes, he does, but look on that, I think. Yep. Active does classify as finish. So he goes from the 20th to 11th. So still a good result for him.
Nice. It's a good result, that. Plenty of points.
Yeah,
Well,
so
some points, I don't know how many actually.
Always wins it. Quadro second, Waddington third, 4th is Albini. And them 4 cars really just stayed miles in front of everybody else, which is what I thought would happen. But saying that, Albini, I think, probably had one of the best races I've ever seen him have. So that might be my drive of the day, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, qualifying for Albini was...
Oh, yeah, he qualified in third,
Dodgy
but
at
I'm
best,
saying,
but
yeah,
then-
but the thing is, for Albini normally, he's not normally up there. He's normally like 7th, 8th, 9th. But for him to be anywhere
Yeah,
having
well-
a chance of getting a podium has been a great result for him. But the top 3
Yeah,
were,
yeah,
like I
it's been a
said,
good result.
like quite far distance. I mean, Fearless as well, 18th to 7th. I mean, Mantic
Mad.
from 11th to 6th, and then Air Max to 8th. But yeah, so Bulbies wins it, Quadro
Yeah.
second, Wallington third, that's your podium. Fast lap was a 1:46.267, and then Albini 4th, 5th for Prudish, 6th for Mantic, 7th for Fearless, 8th is Air Max, 9th for Flavour. Again, a good result for Flavour. Top 10, Alicio 10, active in 11, he did DNF, but does get classified as finished. Fiat DNF with Harry, Drac, Schumacher, Ali, Callum, and CBT, and Allied, and Navardi. Pretty much, they all crashed on their own. The only one I'm not too sure about is Callum. The rest of them either crashed because they hit something, hit something that already spun, or died because of it because they spun. So, apart from that, I don't think anyone else really actually happened in that race.
Yeah. Not many incidents there. A couple of things happened. Specifically that safety car, that guy who spun on the safety car.
Right. Yeah, so let me just
Yeah.
go and grab that thing.
Not
But yeah,
bad.
but pretty much the only incident we've seen was that Mantic and Air Max one.
Yeah, and that was it.
And I think
Really?
that was probably the clearest one of them all that we've seen. Right, 31st of March will be Austria, and we're back to normal time, which means British summertime. We're not GMT
Yes.
anymore, we'll be British summertime next week, so we'll be back to an hour forward for the UK. So pretty much puts us back level with everyone else that we were before. So we should be back to British summertime. Everybody have a great weekend, and thank you, Liam, for joining me.
No worries.
And thank you
Pleasure.
everybody for watching, and we'll catch everybody in a week's time for round number 6 at Austria.